What's up, guys? We got UFC Fight Night in Orlando coming to us tomorrow night. We got the prelim picks and the main event picks. And Sam is back with me once again as we're going to talk about the fights and who we think you should pick, who we think you don't or shouldn't pick, and some wild bets. So, Sam, let's just dive right in, my man.
Let's do it. I know there's a
Oh,
lot of
first,
fights.
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ding.
Yeah, let's dive in. I mean, there was supposed to be 15 fights. One fight got called off.
They didn't make weight.
Amanda Ribas, which I was really looking forward to. Tracy Cortez and Amanda Ribas. Tracy Cortez had an emergency and had to be pulled from the
That's
fight.
good.
Yeah, unfortunate because that was honestly one of the best well-matched fights on the card. But what are you going to do? Luckily, there's 14 other ones. So we'll go in here at the first one.
True that.
The first one on the prelims here. A couple pretty unknown girls here. Yasmin Jauregui, strawweight bout against Estela Nunes. And Jauregui comes in here minus 305. I'm not going to get too in-depth on this one because I don't know a ton about either one of these girls. But Yasmin is 23 years old, and she's undefeated at 9-0. And then you got Estela, who's 30 years old, and she lost in both of her UFC fights back-to-back. So I'm just going to go with Yasmin here. She comes in at minus 305. Enough value there to mix it into parlays. So I would just play it safe and go with that.
There you have it.
First
Yeah,
fight.
I don't really know anything about these two girls either. So,
Um,
yeah, as you can see, there's really only money line and total rounds. So,
yeah. I wonder what Yasmin by decision is. I'm sure it's definitely going to be the favorite, but I'm curious to see if it's, close to plus 100 or something. Her by decision is plus 100 on the dot. Her by knockouts plus 250. So, you could go with her by decision at plus 100 also. But like I said, I don't know a ton here, so I play it safe and just stick with the minus 300 money line.
play it safe like you guys been all week with the soccer games.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about that. Yes, it's all been the underdogs winning this one. It's crazy.
Crazy. It's kind of nuts to see these teams winning and losing.
And Brazil losing today to Cameroon. Like, come on.
Dude, they play a bunch of scrubs, though. Is that why?
Well, yeah. But even their scrubs should be better than the first line guys for Cameroon. So,
True.
I don't know.
True.
Weird.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Marshall versus Rojo.
Yeah. So, Rojo versus Marshall. Another two young guys we don't know a ton about here. Well, not both young. I'll get into that. But Francis Marshall, up-and-coming prospect, 23 years old, just like Yasmin, also undefeated, coming in at 6-0. And he is fighting his elder here in Rojo, who's 34 years old, with a 16-8 record. And he lost his only two UFC fights. So it's very similar to, honestly, the first fight here. Once again, I'm going to go with the prospect, the undefeated guy, minus 155, younger, coming in on a hot streak. Go with him. Once again, don't know a ton about him, but if I have to pick one, I'm going with him here.
I see Marshall's weight, it's 163. I see Rojo's weight's 136.
Yes, you could see even he looks bigger, so he definitely walks around heavier.
Yeah, absolutely.
For a weight to get down to the featherweight.
He's got a slight reach advantage, nothing crazy, but
yeah.
As the UFC.com has got the odd bets for everything, the money line, the total rounds, win by KO. Ooh, plus 600 for Marshall.
Yeah,
looking nice.
No, it probably goes. I mean, you see there though submission, so he's definitely more of a submission guy at plus 200. So we'll see what happens. Should be a decent fight.
Absolutely. Let's roll to the next one.
Yeah, Natan Levy against Gennaro Valdez, lightweight bout here. And Natan Levy, Israeli fighter, great all around. Comes in with a 7-1 record. And then you got Gennaro Valdez, who suffered his only losses last time out when he was finished in the first round by Long Island's own Matt Frivola. I think Levy is better, honestly, in all aspects of fighting and should win this one easily. He's minus 200. I would definitely hammer that one. That's one of my favorite bets. Levy minus 200. And all of his wins have been by submission or decision. So Levy comes in. The favorite is actually him to win by submission at plus 175. You
Okay.
can also go with him by decision at plus 350. I'm not too confident either way, but plus 350 for a decision, I like a lot, but I'll definitely be hammering the minus 200 money line in like everything. I think he makes easy work of Valdez. So we'll see.
Awesome. Well, let's move on.
Yeah, next
Uh,
one's Tracy and Rebus, which got called off. So
all
unfortunately.
right. So then the next one they have on UFC.com is Darren Elkins versus Jonathan Pierce.
Yeah. So Darren Elkins, who I feel like has been fighting forever.
For real.
He's crazy. He's 38 years old. Definitely nearing the end of his career, I think, but the guy's still coming out here fighting. Jonathan Pierce, 8 years younger. He's won 4 in a row, including a second round knockout over Amir Kani back in July. Very impressive outing there. And I love Pierce. He's minus 460 for a reason. I don't know what was he currently. Is it the same? What's the odds on this one? I'm not seeing it on your screen. Yeah, I have him at minus 460. Let's see if it's changed.
Yeah, minus 460 plus 370 for Elkins.
Yeah, it's the same, minus 460.
Odds to win by KO plus 1400. Or
Yeah.
submission plus, man, they really don't think Elkins is going to win this fight.
No, Elkins. The thing is, though, Elkins can take a freaking beating, man.
Yeah.
So, like, I do think I love Pierce at minus 460. Pierce to win by any finish is minus 115. So they think he's going to finish Elkins. So you could just play it safe, go minus 115. That's pretty good value there, and he could finish him anyway. And then him by decision is plus 175. So it's kind of a crapshoot on how he wins. So it's tough with going on the props there, but minus 460, you can mix that into parlays if you want. It'll help a little bit. Or if you feel comfortable of one of the other 3 results, if I'm my money, I'm just going to go with him by finish at minus 115. And then I'm going to be pissed when he wins by decision, but I'm going to go with him by finish at minus 115.
Interesting. All right. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson.
Yeah, I'm not going to go too deep on this one. Lightweight bout, Mark Diakisi has looked great. Johnson has lost 5 of his last 6. Diakisi's won 2 in a row. He comes in at minus 315, and then him by decision is minus 115. So Michael Johnson, I could see Diakisi honestly piecing him for a while, but Michael Johnson surviving. So minus 315 Diakisi, not great. I see a good value in the minus 115 by decision, though. So I'm going to put that one in.
I do see a plus 2,800 for a submission, which is kind of interesting because Johnson is a wrestler.
Yeah, he can wrestle. He can definitely wrestle.
I'm shocked that they have him so high. That's so high.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know the wrestling pedigree of Diakisi, but I would assume that Johnson might be able to get him to the ground. Possible submission.
Possible. I mean, you always have the potential of also knocking a guy down and then jumping on him and choking him out or something.
True. Yeah. Absolutely.
And anyone in the UFC can pull that off. So. Yeah, minus 2,800, $5 on that would return 130, 40, something ridiculous. $5. So
sweet.
You should do it now because if it happens, you're gonna be pissed.
I'm thinking I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Clay Guida and Scott Holtzman.
Another guy that's just will not go away. He just won't go away. It's hilarious.
He's relentless though. Like
he's still a good he's still very dangerous, like very. And you see his record there. He's 37-19.
I got some news coming up on my sorry to interrupt.
Oh, let's hear it.
Jacob deGrom signs 5 years, $185 million contract with the Rangers.
Really? Initially that's what the reports were going toward, that he was probably leaning toward Texas. So I'm not too surprised, but it sucks for the Mets.
Yeah, leaving the Mets just can't keep anyone.
Yeah.
You got to pay them.
Yeah.
I thought Steve Cohen was supposed to be the man to pay everybody.
Yeah, supposedly they're going to save up for Ohtani, though, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see for sure. All right.
The next offseason.
So we're looking at the odds for Clay Guida and Holtzman. Yeah. You said you're staying away from this one?
No, I think well, yeah, to be honest, it's sketchy. Like, I don't like betting against Clay Guida because he can just come out here and surprise you. I'm not even gonna say surprise you because I've seen it before, but I like Holtzman. If I'm picking one, I'm going Holtzman at minus 170. Um, Holtzman's lost back to back, but it was against Matus Gamrot and Beneil Dariush. So I don't really
Okay.
blame him that much. I don't think he's at their level. I don't. But Clay Guida, I think he'll put up a good fight here. So I'm gonna go with Holtzman. Guida is just he's had 33 fights in the UFC. It's insane.
He's a beast.
He's been beat up too. It's not like
Oh, for
he's
sure.
been 33. He's been beat to shit. So I'm gonna go with Holtzman here. I don't love it, to be
All right.
honest. But I'll pick Holtzman.
All right, all right. I think I'm gonna rock with the
You're going with the vet, dude?
I think I might do a parlay, 2 submissions. The plus 1300 and the plus 28. I might have to try it.
You like the Guida submission plus 1300. I could totally see him scheming that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Really good. Yeah,
Seriously.
do it.
Be a
I'll
nice-
do it. I'll do it with you for fun.
All right, cool. So then we got Angela Hill taking on Emily Ducote. Ducote.
Yeah, so should be a really, really good fight here. But Dakota's the younger fighter by almost 10 years. She's won 4 in a row. And then Angela has fought some of the best, but she's another one kind of nearing the end of her career. She's older. Ducati's got the momentum, younger fighter. Very close fight here. Ducati minus 120. I'm going to go with Ducati here. I like it a lot. I don't know. I might have too much faith in her, to be honest, but I feel like she's going to have a great fight here. So I'm going to go Emily minus 120, not get too fancy with it. Stick to that. It's enough of a payout. You can even straight bet that. 120 bucks would win 100. And definitely mixing that into parlays would boost them big time.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think Emily's going to win this. I know Angela Hill's been winning quite a few fights recently.
Yeah.
But I think as she climbs,
resurgence.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to do as well. She always struggles when she gets like top 10 and stuff. So I know Emily's not top 10, but
we'll see.
Yeah. So it's number 12 versus number 13 as you see the rankings. So, all right.
And Ducati's climbing, whereas Angela's kind of she's been better lately, but she's really on a downtrend.
Yeah, Nico Price and Phil Rowe, welterweight.
Yeah, this is like a UFC veteran card, like crazy. Nico Price I love watching him fight. You kind of never know what he's going to do.
Yeah, he's kind of a nut job.
He's nuts. He's more than kind of a nut job. He's definitely a nut job. And I mean, every single one of Phil Rowe's wins have come by way of finish, but he hasn't fought anyone near the level of Nico Price, but the experience is Nico Price. And Nico, he can take a beating, man, and he'll keep coming at you. So I predict that, he'll take some damage, but I think he's going to end up, taking the damage, surviving it, and then actually putting Phil out. So Nico by knockouts plus 165. I like it. I don't love it, but I definitely like it. So I'm going with Nico here.
All right, cool.
But honestly, you could play it safe and just go minus 135. It's probably the smarter bet just to have him to win. Because I could also see him taking being a great fight back and forth and him winning by decision. So
yeah, absolutely. Now I did the parlay on my phone for DraftKings.
Yeah.
And
what's the odds?
Johnson to win by submission plus 2,800. Took that, parlayed it with Clay Guida to win by submission plus 1,200, and that brings 2-pick parlay plus 37,600. 37,600.
So $1 wins.
I put 5 down to win 1,885.
I was gonna say $1 will win $370 or whatever.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, hey,
I'm doing it. You never know.
Yeah,
$5.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that'd be great. Good luck.
That would be awesome. And then freaking Uncle Sam will come knocking.
Oh, for sure.
Bastards. But awesome. All right, so let's move on to the main card. Eric Anders taking on Kyle Daukaus.
Yep. So Daukaus comes in minus 210 favorite. Anders plus 180. So Anders, he's dropped 2 in a row, and honestly, he's quickly becoming a gatekeeper for the UFC. Hasn't been very impressive.
He's a former football player. He's not like he comes from the combat
for sure
scene.
For sure. So he had a lot of early success. I mean, he's a great athlete. No
Yep.
one's taking that away from him. But fighting these guys that have been training, different, fighting sports, karate, jujitsu. I mean, whereas he was training for football.
Aw.
Yeah. So he's definitely it's caught up to him. But he's done a great job considering. It's just Daukus here. He's trained a lot. Great fighter. Younger guy comes in. He's had some troubles of late, to be honest, but I think he still has a lot of potential, a lot of upside. He comes in at minus 210. I like that a lot. And then Daukus by decision is plus 140. These are middleweights, and they can scrap. I don't see Anders getting finished easily, though, by Daukus. That's why I like him by decision at plus 140. So I'm definitely going to be using that. But also minus 210 to play it safe, just in case.
Mm-hmm. I could almost see the knockout by Kyle Dawkins. I really can. I
Oh,
know
yeah. Oh, it's definitely possible.
These two guys got power, but Anders been struggling lately to not get knocked out, and he's just struggling. So
Yeah, no, he got
interesting.
sure.
Slide
Now,
up on
Daukus
this fight
needs to
card.
win. It's honestly for both of them. Like, it'd be big for Daukus. He kind of has to jump the gatekeeper, whereas Anders, if he loses to Daukus, he's just going to keep dropping.
Yep.
So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's important for both fighters for sure. I'm pumped for this fight. Yeah.
You got Roman versus Jack. Here we go.
Yeah.
Both coming off wins. Sweden, Georgia.
Yeah.
From out of country, fighting in Florida.
Yeah, middleweight bout here. Yeah, Delete he's won 2 in a row by first round knockout. Crazy knockouts. And then we got Hermanson. He's one of the more respected fighters. Definitely, probably a little more respected, more experience in the UFC. And he fought, Sean Strickland. He's fought Vittori, Kelvin Gastelum, Jared Cannonier. So he's fought like really great respected fighters. And then Delete, he's looked great lately. He has a couple first round knockouts. He's dangerous, obviously. So I could see him getting another flash knockout here. I really could. Plus 380 that comes in at. So I'm like very tempted to hammer that one down. I'm not going to be mixing that with some of the ones I said earlier in parlays because I wouldn't want to lose
Mm-hmm.
the whole parlay because I'm going with a plus 380 dog. But Hermanson's last 4 fights, they have gone to the distance. He is the better fighter. He is the favorite here. So I think the most likely outcome is Hermanson by decision at plus 140. So that's what I would be kind of mixing in with those other ones I talked about earlier. But I do like the plus 380 by knockout too. It's very tempting.
Yeah, Jack's got quite a leg reach, a 5-inch leg reach on him.
Yeah. Oh, he's lanky for sure. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, should be
Scrolling
good.
up. Ooh, and this one, the Jack versus Jack is number 8. Roman's
Yep.
unranked.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're
So
going to
Roman could finish the number 8 guy. Damn.
Yeah, Russia versus Australia, 5 versus 4. Here we go.
Yep. So we got Tai Tuivasa,
Sergey.
fan favorite there for sure, and then we got Sergey Pavlovich, heavyweight bout. Someone's getting knocked the fuck out. So
Let's see.
that's a Tai Tuivasa every time someone's getting knocked out.
Look at Sergey's reach, 84 inches to 75. He's got 9 inches on him.
Yeah, it's scary. That's not going to be fun. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. And like Ty, I love betting on Ty. He's one of those guys like Black Beast that I like find myself rarely betting against them. And Ty, he bet on Terry, won 5 in a row before he was finished by Cyril Gane in the 3rd round last fight. And then Sergey is 16-1, and his only loss is against the Reem, like probably the scariest man ever. And Alistair Overeem, man, it's just scary. And then when talking heavyweight, this fight really could go either way. Anyone could get knocked out at any time. I'm concerned, though, because Tai Tuivasa, I talked about him getting finished. That was only 3 months ago, like to the day.
That's not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time after being finished by Cyril Gane. So that scares me big time. And I want to see him do the shoey, so I'm going to go with Ty anyway at plus 185. But really, the smart money would probably be to go with Sergey here. He's the favorite minus 215. Vegas likes him. He's got that big reach advantage. Ty got knocked out 3 months ago. Smart money's to go with Pavlovich here.
That's who I'm taking.
Yeah, it's just honestly the truth, but Ty could win.
I threw him in my
Yeah.
crazy parlay. I'll tell you about at the end.
All right, awesome.
I just made one while you while you're
Sounds
talking.
good. No,
So that's the
sounds good.
heavyweight guys. That's number 4 versus 5. That should be a great one.
Yeah,
And then we go
definitely.
up to the flyweight bout, the little guys.
Yep.
I don't expect a knockout in this fight.
No, they could both take a beating. Matthias Nicolau versus Matt Schnell. Matt Schnell, I love. I don't know why. I just love watching him fight. He's crazy. If you saw his last fight, he fought Suma Diarji. I think that's how you say it. He was literally knocked out multiple times and then came back and won somehow. It was like insane. That fight was awesome. Then Nicolau, he is a huge favorite though for a reason, coming in at minus 365. He looked great in his last fight out, beating David Dvorak, and he hasn't lost since 2018. He's like rarely lost in the last 10 years. I mean, he's been great.
Impressive.
Yeah, Schnell, he is a beast though. Like I said, he's hard to finish. He's always in the fight. I do think Nicolau is going to be too much to handle here. So Nicolau, like I said, it's minus 365. Not the best odds there, but if you go Nicolau by decision, it's plus 140. And like I said, Schnell could take a beating. Like I said, last fight, he was literally knocked out multiple times and just came back to life and won.
Mm-hmm.
So I could definitely see Nicolau dominating, but not being able to finish him. So Nicolau by decision plus 140.
All right. There we have it. Yeah, I see this one going decision as well.
So oh yeah,
we're moving up.
Let's go USC down to the 2.
What's that?
USC down to the 2.
Yeah, I just saw that they got it on the 4th down too. 4th
really?
and 1. Yeah, they were held at 3rd and 2.
Oh,
and then
wow.
4th and 1, they got like 4 yards.
He underthrew it a little bit too. It was wide open down there.
2 receivers by themselves with one guy covering them, and like, how's that happen?
Pound this one into the end zone. Nice play call.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go. There's a quick 7. Well, 6 for now.
Nice. There you go. All right. So awesome. Brian Barberena versus Rafael Dos Anjos.
Yeah, Dos Anjos minus 560. Pretty sure he's the biggest favorite on the whole card. Okay. Welterweight bout. Dos Anjos, everyone, if you know UFC, MMA, you know Dos Anjos. You probably know Brian Barberena as well. I'm not a huge fan. I honestly just hate the hair and shit.
It looks ridiculous.
He just looks like an asshole. I'm sorry. So I'm really excited for this fight because I think Dos Anjos is going to fuck him up, to be honest.
Well, I hope not, because that's not what I picked in my bet.
Barberena is a freak. We'll talk about his last fight. I mean, this is a huge fight for Barberena. And he's a huge dog. So we'll see what happens. He's coming off of 3 straight wins. And Rafael dropped his last fight against Fiziev, but he's, an up-and-coming guy there too. So this is actually a step down in competition for him. I think he'll show that in this fight. I do predict Dos Anjos to take Barberena down and just smother him for a decision victory, ground and pound. I don't see him finishing him. He could, but I just think it's going to be more of a wrestle fuck and, ground and pound and just outpoint him. That would be the smart way to go about this, because Barberena does have sneaky good striking and grappling and clinch.
He throws against volume.
Yeah, he's dangerous on the feet. Yeah. So I believe Dos Anjos will take him down. I do. He has pretty good takedown defense, but like I said, he hasn't fought guys like a guy on this level.
Yeah.
I think those numbers are about to get way worse. We'll see, though.
Indeed. So, all right. So
what do you like? What do you like for this? You like Barberena?
To be honest, I think Barberena is going to pull an upset out. I really do. Now I'm putting one of those crazy parlays in, but I would love to see him pull out the submission.
Psychopath, dude.
But
you should do this one with the other 2.
Well, I'll show you what I just did for this last one.
Oh, geez.
But yeah, because it's even more this time.
$1 to win like 10 grand.
No, $1 to win 22.50.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I see Barberena pulling out an upset. What?
I say you got close that one time on that crazy one you did. I don't remember.
With the co-main event, the Chinese girl submitting.
Wei Li.
Wei Li submitting whatever, and then
you needed the
Alex Pereira to win by decision. and
Yeah.
he won by knockout.
Yeah.
So close.
It was close.
It could have went to decision, but he
Yeah,
wouldn't
it
have
was
won if it
close.
did.
Yeah, I don't think he would have. Yeah,
No.
who knows though? If he
Yeah.
knocked him down or something and didn't knock him out, and then he survived, you
You
never know.
could get a 10-8 round.
That's what I'm saying. Then
The
draw
winner always
potential, or
yeah.
and we
All
who
right.
knows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real. So, all right. I'll just see where the safety fucked up. All right, cool. So we're moving on. Here
Yep.
we come to the main event.
Yeah.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Kevin Holland. So I thought Holland was ranked, but I guess he isn't, and he's the favorite, which doesn't make much sense. As Thompson
Does he
number
not normally
6.
fight welterweight?
Who?
Holland?
I thought he. I don't know.
I feel like he should be ranked.
I think he usually fights like 185. No.
I'm looking into it. I think, yeah, well, that's why he was fighting.
He's coming
He
down.
fights middleweight and welterweight.
That's why.
Yeah, he might have been a ranked middleweight, and now he's back to welterweight. Yeah, because it says welterweight. That's what it was. He fought middleweight 2015 to 2021. He just went to welter. That's why he's not ranked.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because
but-
he should be ranked.
But I don't know. Look, like I think Wonderboy Thompson is just technically better, and I think I think he'll pull it out via decision.
I hope that's the case because I love Wonderboy. I do like Kevin Holland too, but I
do
Wonderboy.
too. I like Holland too, even though he's
Yeah.
got an 81-inch reach, which might be a big difference. 6 inches more than Wonderboy.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough for Wonderboy because he likes to fight the distance fight. He's a karate guy, so
yeah,
he likes that.
But Wonderboy, I think his technique's just gonna be too much for Holland. They really do. But we'll find out. As you can see the win percentage right here, 44-52 in each category. And then significant strikes. Very similar. These guys are very similar in their stats. Grappling, these two, I don't see this going to the ground.
I was gonna say, what's the Kevin Holland by submission though? I'm curious. What does it say?
Plus 650 for Kevin Holland, plus 2,800 for Stephen Thompson.
Yeah, Wonderboy is definitely not submitting Holland.
No.
Holland could potentially, like I said, knock him down and like choke him out or something. But this should be a striking battle. I don't know. I think this is either going to end in knockout or by decision.
I agree.
Wonderboy, he hasn't fought in almost a year since losing to Bilal Muhammad. And then Kevin Holland just lost to Chimaev, but he took it on short notice and was laughing about it. He like almost knew he was going to lose, just wanted to get paid.
Yeah, he got like murked though in the first round.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah, he was outclassed big time.
So,
I think Wonderboy is definitely still a dangerous striker though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should be a back and forth striking battle. I'm curious to see now with the Holland, the reach advantage there. He's also a dangerous striker. He does have some wrestling and submission potential, but I'm going to go with Holland here, and Holland by decision at plus 350.
All right.
I like that a lot. I mean, it's the main event, right? So it's a 5-rounder.
Yeah, it's a 5-rounder. It's main event.
Yeah, so
these fights are all on ESPN, ESPN Plus, as you can see right here.
Yeah,
I'm going with that. 10.
Yeah, Holland by decision plus 350. Screw it.
All right.
And then Holland money line minus 170 is also good. So you could take that. But like you said, I could see Wonderboy winning this fight. It's a pretty well matched fight. We'll see.
Yeah. So here's my crazy parlay that I did for $1.
All right, let's
the other one was for $5. This one's for $1. Kyle Dawkins to win by KO or TKO or DQ plus 650. Sergey winning minus 1. Yeah.
Wow.
Sergey winning minus 150 by TKO or KO.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Barberina winning by submission plus 3,500. That's where it gets wild. And Stephen Wonderboy Thompson to win by decision plus 400. Put $1 down. And hold on, let me plug my computer in before the power dies. Hold on. There we go. To win by $1 will win me $22.50 on this parlay.
Very nice.
I don't think it's gonna land, but
there's no shot. But hey, there is a shot. There's always a shot.
Always a shot, right?
Yeah.
So hey, I hit that other one on Frevola and Blanchfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it. So never know.
Never know.
I'm gonna place. I'll place a couple others, and I'll throw them down for people to see. But let us know what tell everyone what you think are your best picks.
Sure. So as I'm watching Utah drive, fuckers.
Yeah,
All
they're
right.
moving pretty well right now.
Yeah. So yeah, my favorite bets here. I like Francis Marshall minus 155. Natan Levy coming in at minus 200. Love it. It's probably my favorite one. Emily Ducat minus 120. Kyle Daukus at minus 225. And those are all just money line bets. And then Matthias Nicolau by decision at plus 140. And the final odds, if you parlay those five together, comes in at plus 1,468. So $5 would return $78.41. So
Nice.
one is a safer one, but I like that a lot. You could also substitute the Nicolau by decision. You could take that one out if you want and do Holland, just money line at minus 170. And that's pretty much 10 to win 100. So I know I put that down as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then some of the longer odds I liked were the Delete Say by knockout at plus 380. Kevin Holland by decision, which we just talked about at plus 350.
Mm-hmm.
And then Natan Levy by decision at plus 350 as well. So if you parlay those three together, it's a crazy one like yours. Plus 9,620. So $1 wins $97.
Sweet.
So I like that one too. So I definitely placed all those in. I'll be mix and matching a little bit as well, and mixing some of the stuff you put in there too. So
all right, cool. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get a sticker, hit us up. Let us know you want a sticker. Comment on Facebook or Instagram, or YouTube or Twitter. Comment, retweet, share the video, and I'll send you a sticker as well. Josh, I know you're watching. Thank you for watching. You've been watching every show.
Thank you for the support.
Yeah, we appreciate it. How do I watch? You're watching it, pal. You're right. How do I watch? You're watching it, kid. The fights are on ESPN or ESPN Plus. So go on there.
Yeah, the prelims ESPN Plus, and then
It says both. Like I'm looking at the thing.
The whole card's on ESPN.
It says ESPN and ESPN Plus, so I assume it's on ESPN the whole thing.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah,
everyone wants to watch it. Cool.
Yeah, an opportunity for some.
That makes more sense now. I was wondering because there's 14 fights. I'm like, they're going to start this at 7 p.m. and have all 14 fights. So, but if it's on regular ESPN, they'll just let it ride.
Yeah, they'll just let it roll and go right through. So, yeah, it should be good fights and all. And I plan on watching that tomorrow night alongside the Michigan game. Go blue, go blue, go blue.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try and get some T-shirts of Sam's face. So if you want some, let us know. Make a comment.
We do a giveaway. You can walk around representing.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you subscribe, you follow us, you like everything on Instagram, Facebook, all that fun stuff. Follow us, give a like, subscribe on YouTube. We appreciate it all. And we'll be back next week, and let us know how you did on your picks. See if you compete against Sam and how well you did. So,
yeah, let's go.
Hopefully you guys win some money. Hopefully we win some money, and we'll see you next week. Deuces.